More reinforcements on the way for Baltimore Ravens defense. Let's read this report straight from Jeff Zrebick. He said, according to sources, veteran defensive lineman Brent Urban will be visiting the Ravens in the upcoming days. The Ravens are still considering adding defensive line depth, and Urban, who has had 2 stints with Baltimore, is an organizational favorite. And y'all know that he certainly is. Whenever we speak about the losses the Baltimore Ravens had this season, specifically on the defensive line, one guy we mention is Michael Pierce, because that was a big loss. But another guy we always mention is Brent Urban as well. And we've talked about it too. Like, we fully expected the Baltimore Ravens to bring him back. And now they're expected to sign Brent Urban back. Because if he's visiting with the Ravens, like, what kind of conversation y'all need to have? What y'all need to talk about? He knows the Ravens know him. They know how this thing goes. It's an annual 1-year deal that he always signs with the Baltimore Ravens, and he's right back. And he's somebody, before, when they would bring him back, I would think, oh, Brent Urban, he might not even make the roster. I don't know, it ain't looking to it, but he always makes the roster, and he ends up making some significant plays throughout the season as well. So this is a deal that we should all expect to happen. It should be just super, super smooth, super, super easy, because both parties are very familiar with each other. But it's funny, because our guy Keaton Season, he said to Jeff Zrebick in response to his report, he said, just say he's already been signed, Jeff, LOL. We know it's happening. We do. We were all thinking the same thing when we saw that too. And Jeff responded, he said, you're right. I don't think a whole lot of talking will have to take place here given the familiarity. And that's real. That's as real as it can be. Because the Baltimore Ravens, again, Brent Urban has been around for a long time. He knows the game. He knows the business. This ain't nothing new to him. This ain't nothing new to the Ravens. And the Baltimore Ravens, something that we have also all talked about together, they could use some more depth on the defensive line. Because they got some quality guys on there. Obviously, Nnamdi Madubuike. You got Travis Jones. You got John Jenkins. You got Broderick Washington. You got rookie Aeneas Peebles. Oh, I'm real interested to see how he does, especially this upcoming preseason. But after that, it's like, okay. And then even with that, it's still just a little bit thin. You could use a little bit more. It ain't even got to be nothing crazy. It ain't got to be nothing outstanding. Whoa, we got to get this D-lineman to add to the roster right now. No. You just need some more quality depth, and that's exactly what Brent Urban will bring. My favorite part of the videos is here, where we get to feature questions directly from y'all. To take part in it, send an email to teamkeepitclean@gmail.com, or you can go to patreon.com/Ingravenvids if you want to show a little extra support to the channel and become a Team Keep It Clean patron and send your question on there. First question came from a Team Keep It Clean patron, my guy Sebastian. What's up, Sebastian? He said, I disagree with the take that the media moves the goalpost for Lamar Jackson. I disagree with certain takes, but the goalpost moves because he moves his standard. When he started, it was prove he can throw. He did. But at the same time, like, yeah, even that narrative right there. With Lamar, they didn't want him to be a quarterback. Like that, he had been a quarterback, won a Heisman, should have been a 2-time Heisman, but they didn't even want him to be a quarterback. They wanted to play wide receiver. They wanted to play running back. They want to do all this other stuff except play quarterback. But then he showed, no, I'm a quarterback. I ain't do it. Then things shifted. So the goalposts moved right there. So first they want to play a new position. He said, I ain't playing on a new position. Then everything shifted there. But then, yeah, they did. They said, hey, he can't throw. Nah, this dude, he can't throw. You saw what he did in college. He killed it in college, but he can't throw. What did Lamar Jackson do? End up leading the league in touchdowns the first year that he ended up being a full-time starter, won the unanimous MVP, and just been on a killing spree ever since. But anyway, continuing. He said, when he started, it was prove he can throw. He did. Prove you can come back down and out. Not sure if you remember that, but he did. That was a really tired narrative for Lamar Jackson. That was one where even with that, they're like, the Ravens, they win too many games by blowouts. It's like, really? Like, what? People think, the Ravens, they can't come back. They can't come from being behind. They can't play from behind. And I'm like, first off, who wants to play from behind? But we know that they can. They did. They proved it plenty of times too. But even that narrative, it was like, all right, when you win by so many points, so many times that you need to prove to us that if you're losing, you can come back in again. Really, man? Goalposts were moving. Anyway, continuing. He said, prove you can win in the playoffs. He did. That too. First playoff game, it was ugly. It was really ugly. But that one, oh, I put that all on the offensive coordinator. I couldn't believe the Ravens, like, they were doing what they were doing for so long in that game through first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. They were doing all the same stuff. Then fourth quarter, they opened it up. Then coincidentally, Ravens started coming back. Coincidence? I think not. But it was just embarrassing to see that. It was so embarrassing to watch that. But anyway, continuing. He said, prove you can win a Super Bowl, and hopefully he will. Lamar moves the goalpost because he is so great. The question is, can he get a ring to move into that top 7 QBs of all-time conversation? Yeah, he can. I do see what you're saying, though. You're saying that, yeah, again, Lamar keep leveling up, keep accomplishing all this different stuff. So the expectations for him keep changing. But while that is true, it's also true that them goalposts, the media, they just keep moving them all over the place. Next question came from my guy, Zlager. He said, someone really fixed their lips to say Lamar Jackson isn't one of the best ball passers to ever play. His numbers suggest that he is one of the best passers of the football when you take into account the QBR, touchdown-interception ratio, and the highest passer rating. The numbers say that he's top 5, if not top 10, ever. Ooh, that goes perfectly with that last question, to where he messed around and get that Super Bowl. And, I mean, might as well do it this year, right? Should have done it last year. Should have done it the year before. But I guess this third time's a charm, even though I know this is going to be his 8th year. Anyway, get it done. But he said that someone said, if you take out running, he's not a top passer of the football. I think it's crazy to say because in the NFL, the QB can run the ball. He doesn't have to stay in the pocket. I would love to hear your opinion on this. Thank you for reading my question. See? Goalposts. My guy Sebastian just brought up the goalpost. There goes another one. People try to they try to take away stuff that he does. And that's been something that people have said for years. If Lamar couldn't run, if he wasn't as fast as then he wouldn't be as special. And it's like, yeah, if you take away something that makes somebody extra special, then then nobody will be special. If you take away somebody's trait that makes them unique, they just be like everybody else. So it's like that one I would always hate hearing that, because it's like it doesn't make any sense, because you could say that about any single quarterback in the league, any single special quarterback, elite quarterback in the league. All right, take away something that they add to their game that's unique about their game, that's special about their game. Take it away from them, and how good would they be? It doesn't make any sense. He also said, retiring Joe Flacco. Good morning, my friends. How are you feeling today? I was just watching a YouTube short, and it was Flacco naming all the QBs he beat in the playoffs. I got to thinking, I feel like when he's ready to retire, we should sign him to a one-day contract and let him retire a Raven. I'm sure that they will. Like, there was not, like, when Flacco got traded to the Broncos in 2019, well, before the 2019 season, Flacco, he was upset because he still want to be a starter. But he got to be a starter. He ain't want to ride the bench behind Lamar. But it ain't like no bad blood between the Ravens and Joe Flacco at all. So I think we should all fully expect that to happen when Joe Flacco does decide to hang it up. I thought Joe Flacco was going to retire years ago, but he still been going strong, still getting signed to teams year after year after year. So, hey, shout out to Flack. He said, I actually like Flacco. He's one of my all-time favorite QBs, not just because he played for Baltimore, but I just really liked his game. Hey, shout out to that Delaware boy. Underrated point. Next question came from my guy, LaMarion. He said, hey, Ingraven, I'm just sitting here thinking about this. This might be a good point. The Baltimore Ravens have a potentially MVP in Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year in King Henry, Defensive Player of the Year in Roquan Smith or Kyle Hamilton, Defensive Rookie of the Year Mike Green. I personally think the D-line players have more of a chance with this award. Coach of the Year in John Harbaugh, and, what's that? Not Protector of the Year, because it's P-O-T-Y. Is it Protector of the Year for the offensive line? But anyway, that the new award that they got, he said Ronnie Stanley. He said, I hope this makes sense to you, Ingraven. I just thought about this. I didn't put any Offensive Rookie of the Year or comeback player, but I hope you and the fam are doing great. Hey, I appreciate that a lot. Much love to you, LaMarion. Now, hey, that's possible, but I just can't see the NFL giving Ravens all of those awards. They really do have an opportunity to get the MVP. That ain't far-fetched. Lamar gets another one. But Offensive Player of the Year, Derrick Henry, that ain't far-fetched, especially if the Ravens use him the right way. Defensive Player of the Year, you said Roquan Smith. I would lean more to Kyle Hamilton on those two that you put. But that's not too far-fetched. He would have to go crazy, though. Kyle Hamilton had to go. He already crashed out Kyle, but he would have to go crazy on the field, like crazy to get Defensive Player of the Year, because there's a lot of competition around the NFL. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mike Green. Let's see about them opportunities, man, because that guy got a motor on him, and he ready to go, man. It's going to be fun watching him in the preseason, seeing how much they play him in the preseason. But once regular season comes and they really unleash it, oof, it's gonna be fun. Especially them games where the Ravens are up, where they up by maybe 2 scores, maybe 3 scores to where a team, it's not a blowout, but a team is like, oh, we could come back, so we're going to keep throwing the ball. And they just say, hey, Mike Green, go get him. That's what I'm real curious to see. And as far as Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, I hope he gets that, because that would mean the Ravens had an amazing record and they had an amazing regular season, and hopefully that will continue with an amazing playoffs and an amazing Super Bowl win. Not appearance, win. And then Protector of the Year, Ronnie Stanley. That'd be nice. Ronnie Stanley, coming off of his 3-year contract that he got from the Baltimore Ravens this offseason. It seemed like that was so long ago. I mean, it was. It was like right before free agency started. But shout out to Ronnie Stanley, man. He gambled. Ravens, he took a pay reduction, a pay cut. Not a restructure, but a cut. And he ended up earning a lot of money through playtime incentives. He played every single game, played every single playoff game. Every single game for the Ravens last year for the first time ever, and then they rewarded him for it. But it would be nice if the Baltimore Ravens could get all these, even if they got half of these, that would mean that we had an extremely successful season. Legendary season. Next question came from my guy, Bucco. Beezy. He said, what's up, bro? Praying you and the family are doing well. I just got to thinking, and I believe that we are about to see the best season for a quarterback in NFL history by one Lamar Jackson. You know, obviously, if somebody were to hear this video and hear us reading your comment just now, they could be like, oh, these just Ravens fans, so they just hyping up their own team. Yeah, Lamar Jackson really good, but one of the best NFL seasons in history ever for a quarterback. But then you look at last season, and look what he did. So what you just said, while out loud, initially you go, oh, that sounds kind of crazy. But then when you really think about it, it's not crazy at all. He said his stats, 5,087 passing yards, 52 passing touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, 815 rushing yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns. My goodness, if he got those numbers, I mean, it should have been MVP last year like we talked about before, but you would have no choice. And no matter how much pity you felt for Josh Allen, no, man. That would be Lamar's, should have been his award last year. Oh, my goodness, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. So crazy. But, yeah, that would be something. He said league MVP and Super Bowl MVP. I would love that. We would love that. He would love that. Everybody would love that. He said, I know they're trying to push and give the award to either Josh or Joe this year. Yeah, watch out for Joe Burrow. Watch out. But if the Bengals, if they complete the trifecta, 3 years in a row with no playoffs, you can't get an MVP award to somebody who don't make the playoffs. You can't. And I hope the Bengals don't make the playoffs. Joe Burrow's nice. He's good. But I hope the Bengals don't make the playoffs. Yeah, that's a little hate talking. Anyway, he said, but I think by the second to last week of the regular season, Lamar will have the awards locked up. Last thing, I know you probably say no, but is it okay just for the day that the Ravens win the Super Bowl this season? Can I cut? Okay, I was like, well, what do you think I'm going to say no to about the Ravens winning the Super Bowl for that? What? But he said, is it okay for just for the day that when the Ravens win the Super Bowl this season, I can cuss out all the people who were speaking down on the team and the quarterback for the past year? I will just be full of emotion that day, so please don't judge. No, I mean, whatever you do on your time, you do your thing. Oh, yeah, we wouldn't be doing that. We'd be letting some people know some stuff, but in a clean, respectful, friendly way. Ravens have so many playmakers on this defense and on offense. And one of them is a rookie that's really been standing out this offseason, especially in training camp recently. And that is none other than LaJohntay Wester. To hear what coaches are saying about him, what fans are saying about him, what insiders are saying about him, watch this video right here.